If you're gonna eat, might as well taste good. Today we're going to try to do a full meal on the Kamado Joe. And that means meat and a side. So we're going to do the side in a cast iron pot that I've got here. And we're going to do some zucchini and onions, maybe a little bit of pepper. And then for the meat, we're going to do a salmon over indirect with a cedar plank. I've actually got the cedar plank back here sitting in water. I've had it there all day. I got a small piece of salmon from the grocery store, and so I'm hoping it'll be pretty good. I'm going to sort of try and mix up a little quick rub and see if it comes out pretty good. Stick around and let's see how this goes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up some of these veggies. I'm going to bring it down here and show you the cutting board. Hopefully we can get to where you can see that. Alright. So these zucchinis came from Walmart's. So did the onion and the pepper. The salmon came from a local place called Harps. That's here in northwest Arkansas. Ta-da! We have all of our veggies cut up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to our cast iron skillet, and we're going to dump the veggies in. Then we're going to come back in, make up something for the salmon. So the wind's blowing something awful today. I don't know if y'all going to hear me or not. I've had the joke heating up for probably close to 30-40 minutes. It'll do for our purposes right now. I've got some olive oil in the cast iron skillet, and I'm now going to add in my veggies. If you look down here, that's what we're working with. We'll be back to check on it here in about 4 or 5 minutes. So we just put the veggies on in the cast iron skillet. I've got a salmon plank that I got at Walmart. It's a little cheap thing, and it has been soaking all day. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to let it sit on the grill for maybe about a minute just to let it dry out a little bit. So I'm absolutely making this up as I go to some degree. I've done a few of these things before. We're going to put 3 things on this. 3 at least. Cayenne pepper. We're going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper, a little bit of paprika, and a good chunk of brown sugar. I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so the first thing is I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bitty bit. So I'm not trying to make this hot. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of extra kick, flavor. You won't even have any heat, really a stab that comes with this. It's just a little bit cayenne pepper. That's number 1. Number 2, this is mostly going to be for color, is some smoked paprika. A little bit of brown sugar. I'll say a little bit. It's actually quite a good bit of brown sugar. That's the idea. You can already smell those vegetables cooking up. Give them a little stir here and there. And I'll throw a little dab of butter in there in just a moment. Give it some flavor. The salmon goes right on the grill, and we're going to open her up and get that tent back up real fast. So I'll be back to check on it in just a second. So back out here at the grill, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to add a couple dabs of butter here. And a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic. Ooh. A bit more than I was intending, but that's alright. So it's probably been about 5 minutes, 6 minutes since I've been back. I've opened it a couple times, stirred it up. You're going to notice that the veggies look quite a bit different than they did a little bit ago. I think they're pretty well done. We're going to go ahead and bring them out. Hopefully that looks good. Looks good to you. It looks good to me. I'm going to go and take a little bite of this. We'll come back in just a few minutes to check on the salmon. Alright. One thing, and I can't stress this enough, I have no idea what I'm doing. I was trying this for the first time. Never tried it before. Never done anything in the cast iron inside the grill. That's what I mean. I've done some veggies like this before on a griddle. I've never done it on a cast iron. So let's give it a little taste of the onion. Oh, that's really good. That sweet pops out at you. Really good. So now let's try pepper. Also really good. Pops out at you. Very good flavor. Now try one of these zucchinis. I gotta watch it, I'll burn my mouth on this one. Watch me blow on the food for a little while. I think it's really good. Now my wife's not a big fan of zucchini. She says they get too mushy and she doesn't like the texture. I like zucchinis. Hopefully there's enough onions and pepper in here for her to pick that out and eat that instead. Now I'm going to go out there. That onion is good. Alright, it's been quite a bit longer than I thought it would take. I thought it would be done in maybe 20 minutes or so. And it's been, or maybe 10 or 15 minutes or so. And it's been more like 30 or 40. But we're now at the, it looks like it's just about done. In fact, I'm going to pop this open. I just left this pan in here to burn out. So let me pop this open. Let you see if you can get a good look at it. And the skin's starting, it's starting to flake a little bit. That's what you want. I attempted as well. It was running about 135, just about 10 minutes, about 5 minutes ago. And I thought, well, that's probably pretty good. Whew, we about had us an issue. So, you can take a look. Cedar Planked Salmon. So, couple things. Made a few mistakes. Number one, on timing. I made a timing mistake. The vegetables were done way before the salmon, so I gotta worry about them maybe getting cold on me. But the salmon looks great. Everything else went fine, just timing. If that's all that went wrong, that's not that big of a deal. So now we're gonna get us a bite. Oh, we don't have another bite. That almost tastes like candy. It's so good. I think I figured out a way to make salmon bad for you. I'm having vegetables with it. It's good. So, let's recap what we did. Took the grill out, cooked the grill up to 350 degrees or so. Put a cast iron skillet down in there and let it start warming up. Chopped up some zucchini, some onion, some pepper. Mixed them together. Throw them in that pan. Should have put the salmon on before that. Should have put the salmon on first, but didn't know. Then with the salmon, we put a little bit of cayenne on it. A little bit of paprika for color. Then did some brown sugar. Put it on the plank and wait. Get this great little meal, midweek meal here. It took a little bit longer than it probably would normally because I was using a Kamado. Man, that's good. If I'd used my Weber kettle, could have been done probably a bit quicker. You are getting some bite on that cayenne. It's coming through. It's not quite as mellow as it is when I put it on ribs, but it is good. I like it. I don't know if my wife will like it, but I do. So, if you like what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button. Watch some of these other videos. Till next time, gonna eat. Might as well taste good. You have a good day now.